Hi everyone, welcome back. Second episode, Curse of Strahd. Really excited to be here. Brian, Chris, Heather, Rude, and of course Colin over there.
You got it.
Yeah, I said it right this time. Woo!
Yay!
More times practice sitting in the mirror and you're good.
Yeah. Colin.
Colonoscopy. Wait, too far.
All right. Do you want to share your disclaimer first, since we actually used one of your images?
Oh, right. Good point. All character art and tokens created and owned by HeroForge.com. HeroForge.com is not responsible for the content of the show, clip, or segment, and hereby disclaims any and all content is free use expressed to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am out of practice.
I was gonna say, you're a little bit rusty. That's still pretty good.
Right, so good.
All right, and our guy on the phone right now, would you like to share what shirt you're wearing? So I've got to wear a band shirt in a couple of weeks now.
Oh, I killed that dude. But yeah, kiss fuckers. I don't have any new shirts. Nobody's.
I don't know if you can strong language off the bat like that anymore. Just kidding, you can't. But still.
I'm glad you guys
Look, if your kids are listening, it's not my fault.
Anyway, we'll hand the reins over to Colin to take us on our adventure.
Actually, we'll hand the reins back as first started this off. Would anybody like to give us a recap for what happened in the last session?
Good point.
You gonna do it this time, Root?
Sure, if no one else wants to.
What? I thought you were going to do it, Chris. I'm shocked.
I mean, I can do it.
No. You give
All
it
right.
to Rude.
Well, we all got introduced to our various characters when we were in the city of Neverwinter during a festival to Lathander. See, we all went about our ways as we were introduced and finally came across a big stage show by Yanko Lorridge, who's Yanko's Extravaganza, kind of a circus act sort of thing. Had managed to pick all four of our characters out of the crowd. I mean, some of us stand out a lot, but still. Was a little odd. Yeah. But so we picked this all out. We all did a little act to show off various strengths and specialties. You know, got a good reception out of the crowd, got to put on a nice show. Then Yanko had one last act, a disappearing act, which turned out to be a little more literal since we suddenly wound up being transported to a desolate forest full of mist and dead bodies of what used to be the audience. Yeah, Yanko was oddly upbeat about that. Then, you know, big scary guy comes in, very vampire-ish. Oh yeah, someone else came with us and he got devoured by bats by that vampire guy. Yeah. Then the bats brought the scary guy a fancy red gem that apparently had been stolen from him. Yeah. We were all just kind of still trying to figure out what was going on at that point. Yanko is again still very upbeat. Scary Man introduces himself as Strahd of Barovia. Barovia being a place that technically shouldn't exist as far as we're aware, so that's fun. Then a couple of other people that came with us turned into werewolves and attacked Yanko, which he again was still oddly optimistic about as he was taken away and probably torn to shreds. Yeah. Yanko, we hardly knew you, because we really wanted to figure out what the hell was going on with you.
Yes.
R.I.P.
Oh yeah, so okay, the four of us are together. How about we team up and not get killed by whatever is going on here? Good plan. We like that plan. So we followed the path made by the myths because creepy, but what else can we do? Fought some skeletons. Came across a village where, well, let's complete the picture of creepiness. All the buildings are closed and no one's on the street except for small crying children who claim there's a monster in their house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and their baby brother. Yeah, good combination. So we heroically go into the house to save the baby and kill the monster, and hopefully not the opposite. And then all the openings of the building close behind us.
Fair enough.
Dang.
That was good.
Yeah. Pretty well capped, in my opinion.
Mhm.
We had split off. I believe that it was Jep and Starling who went up to the second floor.
Yep.
Meanwhile, it was Malachi and Jumble who started pushing into the front floor as the doors shut behind you. We will start things off with Jep and Starling as you find yourselves inside a rather dark room from where you're currently at. There's no sun coming through those windows behind you to illuminate the room that you are within. But despite the darkness, I believe at least one of you can see in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. You can make out what appears to be the kind of drapes adorning the wall that you had come in from. There does appear to be a kind of faint outline shape of a large chandelier and what looks like a rather large, mostly empty room. You can see a sort of strange shape off in the distance. Giving it a few moments glance, you could tell that it's probably a piano. But otherwise, the room appears to be quite empty.
And me without dark vision, I can't see any of what she can see, right?
No, I would say like large objects. You can probably tell if there's a large object kind of tucked in one of the corners. You can see at least there's something obscuring the windows, but certainly can't make out the details of it.
I'm going to investigate the window, see if I can get that open after it closed.
Yeah, absolutely.
10.
10. You go over to the window, trying to see how it managed to lock itself shut. Giving it a glance over, you can't see any particular mechanisms there, so you try to reach under and hoist the thing up, and it is just like it's glued there.
Shit. No. I hate magic. This is not good. This is very far not good. Starling, you got a visual? Can you tell me what's going on?
Not a whole lot here. If somebody comes in, there's not really anywhere to hide.
Great fucking analysis. Oh, that's fucking great.
Well, there's a piano, I guess.
Let's look around and fucking find something to figure out what's going on. So I guess I'm going to investigate the rest of the room and just kind of feel around.
Okay.
What I do.
I will also remind you, you do still have your equipment and such, should you need. But
I'm a burglar. I don't want to alert people. of my
okay,
presence.
that's fine, entirely fair. I just figured I'd give you the fair warning. But all right, go ahead and give me a perception check as you're starting to try to feel out the place.
All right.
Engage for the room.
18.
18. Okay. From where you're currently at, there appears to be you can kind of stumble into, and you can clearly see there's chairs that seem to sort of line against the wall. There's no table in this room. It's a sort of grand hallway. Your fingers hit something, and you hear this sort of strange musical note reverberate out from it. You realize you found a harp that seems to be resting on the opposite side of the room from the piano. There is a chimney kind of off to the leftmost wall, or your eastern wall. Chimney on one side, and you can kind of see the faint outline where it starts to indent inwards where the doorway is tucked into the far left corner.
So there's a doorway.
Okay.
We should
Well, that's
probably
picked up a
check
good
and-
start.
Let's go check and see if we can even get out of this room.
Yeah, sounds good. That sounds real good right about now.
All right, so I'm gonna go and try to open the door.
Okay. As you make your way over towards it, there are these kind of grand double doors. You can see areas where the wood seems to lift in different areas. You can tell that it seems to have some sort of intricate carvings, but you're currently seeing in various shades of gray with your dark vision, so you can't really make out exactly what they are. But you step over to the door and give the knob a test turn, and it appears to be unlocked.
Okay, it's unlocked. You want to keep on moving through here? Gotta find this kid.
Yeah, I assume we would move to the dark room and somewhere a little more light. Yes, please. And I motion for you to go forward.
All right, let's continue.
All right. Push into the push past the doorways. You can now see to the right of you guys is that winding staircase that the two of you had seen at the end of the entrance, the portico. From where you're at, there appears to be yet another fireplace, and there looks like these suits of armors, all bearing spears as they stand still, kind of visors downward. You can kind of pick up on some sort of pattern along the visors, but can't quite make it out at the moment. There is a set of double doors opposite of you, as well as a singular door to the right of it. Otherwise, there does not appear to be any more doors on either side of the room hallway that you're coming out from.
So much shiny here.
That's real good. I can't tell a damn thing what's in front of me, so you just gotta alert me as to what's going on right now.
There's a pathway. There's doors at the end, but there's knights. They're just standing there, and they have swords. I don't know what to make of this.
Okay,
But with magic, I don't know what to make of this.
enough being sneaky. I'm done. Lighting the candle up so I can see what's going on.
All right.
We're at that point now, so lit up the lantern, or yeah.
What are your torches? There also are appears to be lanterns that are currently dangling off the sides of the doorways as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Much like that.
I don't know if I can reach those at my side. Yeah.
Torches.
I could boost you up there.
Or why don't you just take one of these torches and you light it yourself? Yeah, look you, good job. I light one another torch and hand it to her, and I make my way towards the double doors.
Okay. Proceed to start lighting the lanterns up top.
Yes.
All right. Room does illuminate. You can see your red carpeted, kind of marbled staircase to the right of you now. Now coming into view, as you can now see in colors, you can see these sort of strange, like wolf-like patterns along the visors of these suits of armor. Walls seem to be, I would say the room appears very immaculate. It looks like time hasn't even touched this room. You don't see any dust settled. There doesn't appear to be any webbings along the quarters of the ceiling. But as you approach the set of double doors, we'll hand back over to you guys. Back on the main floor, as now at the edge of the room, again on one side you had a fireplace, and on the other side you had your staircase. You can now see light is beginning to kind of bleed down the staircase a bit. It's faint from where you're at, but you can see kind of the subtle warm glows against the wall. Past that, a little refresher on the room that you are in. You can currently see you have your black marble fireplace on one end. Above it appeared to be a shield bearing a windmill-like patterned crest adorning the front of it. Opposite to it being your winding staircase. It's that you had a series of doors, both to your left and to your right. Looks like there's about 4 of them on the northern wall, and there's, including the 2 that you came out of, 3 of them on the southern wall.
Okay, so we can see a slight light coming from upstairs.
Yes.
I kind of glance over at that. Reckon that's the others up there.
What a fucking mess we're in. It could be. Let's I want you to check over there, and I'm gonna go check out this fireplace. I want to see what's around.
All right,
Can you do that?
can do.
All right, so I'm gonna make my way over to the fireplace. Can I get a perception check? I want to feel around for any hidden switches.
Yeah. Go ahead and be an investigation check.
Investigation check.
Yeah.
So 10 plus investigate. So 10 plus, so 12.
Well, okay. You've heard enough stories of these kind of fancy little tricks being installed into the more ornate buildings. usually kind of escape routes or something like that. But so you just begin kind of feeling around the chimney. You kind of feel up under the chimney, trying to see if you can catch any sort of switch. Doesn't appear to be anything out of the ordinary. There doesn't appear to be anything in the ashes or the only real part standing out, apart from how immaculate the fireplace itself is, just by default, is again your kind of ritzy shield over top of it. Also appears to be these sort of stone face like tablets kind of like decorating the room. Looks like members of aristocracy at a glance.
Jesus, a bunch of creepy ass looking down on us.
Well, we were planning to go downstairs to fight the monster or something, so I guess I'm gonna go to the opposite side of the room and kind of try to find a staircase or something down, or possibly a way down. So,
Absolutely.
perception or investigation on that?
Go ahead and give me perception. Perhaps I'm looking for
7.
7. Okay.
Let's see here.
You can kind of just taking a general glance at the various doors around you. You can see that there appears to be one door here. Looks pretty grand in nature. Looks like it probably leads to another large hall or room to it. Probably not an entrance to a basement. Kind of glance next to it. It does appear to be something that looks a bit more narrow. You pop that open, you can see what appears to be a cloakroom. Small kind of closet, about 5 foot by 5 foot. Looks like there's a bunch of coats sort of littered. You can see a top hat on one of the shelves. Past that, there's a small kind of 5 foot clearing in the main hall that has a door due north and one due east. And then it looks like another kind of grand door to a larger room due south of you as well. Quick surveillance does not appear to be an immediate entrance to the basement.
Well, absent-mindedly, as if I'm not even realizing it, one of my hands grabs the top hat and stuffs it into my pack.
Okay. You pluck the top hat.
Smooth.
Tall, dark, and ugly. Where'd you go?
Hey, careful there, fella. Let's not alert whatever's downstairs.
That's why I'm whispering.
Didn't find much except for a cloakroom. Still not sure where that damn basement is.
Beneath us.
Thank you for that stunning observation, my friend.
You're welcome.
Well, I try to take a listen, see if I can. Oh, nat 20. See if I can.
Do whatever you want.
See if I can hear something that sounds like a creature. You know, if it can help me lead our way downstairs that way.
Okay. Just trying to listen in. Not any immediate sound of a creature at a listen, though. You do sort of pick up on. It sounds like something kind of a shuffling coming from upstairs above you guys. Something like something kind of hits the ground and scatters across. It's sort of moving about, but it's the only. And you can also hear 2 sets of footsteps, as well as some kind of light creaking of lanterns from above.
Can I get a Arcana check, please? 16. The that presence that I felt from the spell casting. Am I sensing? I know that it's present,
Mm-hmm.
but am I sensing it getting stronger in this?
Okay, what'd you get?
I got 16.
16. Say that you are picking up on a presence, most definitely. You are picking up on some sort of strange sort of.
So that
heavy-
overall, that I felt it's definitely intensified.
It doesn't feel like it's intensifying downwards. You feel this potent necromantic force that is completely surrounding you.
What the fuck?
Never mind that. You got something?
We might have some problems.
We're locked inside a dark place with possibly a monster.
Well, it could be getting worse.
Well, of course, it's getting worse.
I'm feeling something. It's not good.
I'll let you know when we find a restroom.
That's my gag.
Another. Oh, okay. There we go. That's a better bit of perception to find the downstairs doorway. Let's see, 22.
With a 22? Okay. Then I will give you this, as you are going to remain ineffective in finding that immediate staircase from your vicinity. But as you are kind of giving a quick glance to what rooms you have accessible to you, you can see there appears to be about 5 rooms attached to this center main room that you're in. This is definitely the main hall connecting all of the various rooms to one another. The group of you had just come in from the entrance, believe it or not. However, at a quick glance, you saw what looked like a kind of like a hunter's room down in the south entrance from you, kind of right next to the door that you had come in from. You can see a dining room appears to be north of that. And you do, in fact, find the... Never mind. Looks like a small library. I apologize. It kind of looked like a toilet.
So Hunter's room.
Even characters have to go too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Why not in the immaculate manner?
So Hunter's room, you mean like trophy cases and things like
Kind
that?
of. Just at a quick glance, you saw what looked like a stag head mounted above a fireplace. Looked like a couple chairs facing it. Definitely looked like a nice little den.
I think I'll take a poke into that room. So I make my way to the Hunter's room. Just take a look
I'm gonna
there.
follow.
Gonna follow?
Yep.
All right, two of you begin making your way to the hunter's room as we will pan back over to our duo here, passing past the double doors.
Meanwhile.
All right, now that you have fire with you, red velvet drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high-back chair face the entrance of the fireplace, which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in the corner of the room are 2 overstuffed chairs, floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelves.
I don't feel like there's a kid here. We're not finding this kid.
Never say never. I have found kids in some even weirder experiences in my life, and it never ends well, trust me.
A lot of interesting stuff. There's lots of books and what appears to be a
Apparently this
library.
guy likes fucking windmills, that's for sure. It's a big portrait for a windmill, I'll tell you that much. So I guess I'll look around. I guess I'll climb to the ladder on the second shelf.
Start kind of digging through some of the books.
Yep. See what I can find.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
21.
21. Okay. From the bookshelf, you can see that there are like just hundreds of tomes that cover a range of topics. Seems primarily about history, warfare, and a little bit of alchemy in there. You can pick up on a few like first edition collectors books of like poetry and the likes. But as you are looking through, a particular red book kind of catches your gaze, as you can see sort of the aging on most of these. This one does not appear to be kind of suffering the same sort of wear and tear that leather should.
Yeah, I'm tossing all the books as I'm going. It's like, nope, 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 don't care, don't care. What's this? Don't care, don't this. What's this? What's this?
It doesn't actually come out when you go to tug it. Instead, it gives a loud thunk, as if something locks in place before one of the far wall bookshelves seems to kind of lift off from the wall a little bit.
I'm gonna get pissed and try and tug it again.
All right, go ahead and give me a. Let's go with athletics.
And that's what athletics too, you said?
Yep.
Okay. 3.
It's in there, good. You keep kind of yanking and tugging from it.
Son of a
You
bitch.
feel that you can like throw the whole body weight. You can
Yeah.
pull off.
Dangling up there with his feet kicking.
And you're
Not going nowhere.
It's like
This
underneath.
fucking book won't move. I don't understand.
While he's like dangling from it, you see the door, the wall begin to like swing ajar.
Oh,
It's the-
Wait, stop! Stop!
What?
There, it's opening.
Why the fuck you telling me that then?
Get
Jesus.
down!
All right. Just for my. So I'm gonna pull it. What? I'll pull as many times as it takes to actually open.
Yep.
Cause I don't know where it's at in this motion of back and
No,
forth.
it
So.
only took the one. After
Okay,
that,
after
it's just
that-
overkill.
All right, and I'll slide down the ladder and adjust myself and act like nothing happened on that. That's exactly what I meant to do.
Right.
That ain't fucking creepy at all. Great. Little mystery room.
All of this is creepy.
Well, I'm pretty damn sure if it's a house like this, we're gonna find that kid in the creepy room. So I suggest you put your hand on whatever you got for a piece and we make our way there. And I'm gonna take
Locked and loaded.
Yes. torch, crossbow, making my way cautiously down to that room.
Okay.
Or two.
In growing closer towards it, and you kind of have to help push some of the bookshelf to the side, but now it feels like it's just kind of swiveling on a hinge. It opens real easy for you. But well, revealing it looks like about 10
Watcher's here!
The room seems to go back about 10 feet. It's about 5 feet wide. It's pretty narrow in here. But once more, bookshelves litter either side, though this seems to be a bit more of a personal collection. You can also see on the opposite end, there appears to be what looks like a large treasure chest of sorts. It looks like a corpse is currently about half lodged into it, laying kind of face down.
Not a fan.
Now I was speaking my language.
What language is that?
Money. Money.
I just know shiny things. That's all I care about.
Well, some of those shiny things buy even better shiny things. And I'm hoping we find a bit in this chest. Now help me get this corpse off there and we can get this thing open.
I don't feel right about this. I don't feel it's good to move a corpse.
You know what I feel? I feel there's something good in that chest and I want it. So I feel I'm gonna move that body and get what's in there.
You
Whether you
disturb-
help or not. That's how I fucking feel.
You disturb the corpse. I don't want that. This place is creepy enough.
Jeff's disturbing that corpse. moving it.
Okay. In order to disturb the corpse, as you go a little bit closer, can you give me investigation?
Yep.
Please fail.
No, actually. Investigation. It would be a 15. I wish.
15? Okay.
Yeah.
As you begin pushing the corpse out of the way of the screw cap on them. Begin to shift the corpse out of the way. As you pull him over, you can see what looks like 3 darts that seem to be embedded into his chest. Some of them look like they're kind of lodged into his rib cage and perched through his what looks like a set of leather armor that seems to adorn him. Looks like he's been dead for a hot minute now. And as you kind of pull him back, his arm slides out from the chest. The chest slides shut now. That is not holding it any longer. Giving you free reign to the chest.
Okay, I am going to investigate the chest first to make sure there's no booby traps or anything around the chest.
Go ahead.
I peer it over, and I still got one hand on the piece as I'm looking.
Brilliant.
I'm behind him like, even though I didn't help, but I don't want to be near that.
All right, 15.
15?
Yep.
Looking at it, this thing absolutely was rigged up to be trapped. However, the trap seems to have been triggered by whoever this unfortunate individual seemed to have been. But it does not appear to be rigged up any longer.
Okay, with that, I'm gonna do a quick. Thanks for doing this for me, you fucking loser. Don't worry about that no more. I'm just gonna whoop it right open with both hands.
Okay. As the chest swings open, you see inside appears to be what looks like 3 large books. It looks like there's 3 scrolls bearing some kind of intricate runes and designs on them, probably magical in nature. It looks like there's 2 deeds in there. It appears to be two also pieces of parchment that seem to be just sort of littered in scrawl.
So we got 2 parchments, 3 books you said?
Yep, 3 black leather covered books,
2 deeds.
2 deeds.
Oh. And then you said
3
spells.
scrolls.
3 scrolls would have runes on it. Okay.
3 scrolls.
Don't know why you're not writing anything down. You didn't fucking help. It's my thing.
That's right, I did it.
Anyway, so I'm gonna pick these up and place them within my sack.
Okay.
Is Jet mad there's no gold in there?
Yeah, Jeff's a little pissed.
I gauge those
What?
books probably worth a decent.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, yeah, fucking worth something at least. If someone's willing to die over it, it's gotta be something good in there. Like, all right, that's all there is, pussycat. Look around and see if you can find anything else.
Look in the desk.
Look at the desk. Okay. Yeah, I was saying it doesn't even really require a whole lot of searching for it. As you take a glance at the desk that was in the library itself, you can see adorning it is an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, tinderbox, a letter kit containing a red wax candle, and 4 blank sheets of parchment, and a wooden seal bearing a windmill insignia upon it. Probably the insignia.
I'm guessing there's another windmill. Look at this.
These guys fucking love windmills. Jesus, what's wrong with these people?
Must be
Okay.
the family thing.
Oh, I guess it's the windmill thing.
There's not much really here, unless you find something that you like.
I'm gonna scope the room out to see if maybe there's anything like what happened with the book earlier in the other bookcase. Maybe something's out of place I can see.
All right, give me investigation.
1!
Oh, like a nat one?
Nat 1.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I don't.
Taking another glance over after you manage to scrounge up what you can, give a quick look over, even start kind of messing around with some of the books, toppling them over. Nothing appears to be extra in here.
No, I don't see anything else. We got what we needed, so I guess we'll leave and let's try another room.
Alright.
Give me that perception check, actually.
Me too.
So,
No, if I just may have potentially forgotten.
so 10.
I'm so smart. 10? Alright. I'll also throw it to you. There does, in fact, appear to be what looks like a one of the drawers on the desk that you searched appears to be a large key inside of it.
Oh. Well, I guess there is something here after all. It's a large key. I wonder what this goes to.
Well, let's keep wandering in another fucking room.
Tear
What?
I said, as the two of you have managed to tear apart the library, as books just litter the floor in piles. The secret entrance now like half ajar, and even that's been dipped into. Starting to head on out, we will move back over to our duo investigating this strange room.
How many of you are in there?
What do you mean?
Very interesting person.
Well, thank you. Now, can we get a move on?
Not yet. I need to know something.
I keep walking.
I keep walking and talking.
Okay.
You're not always you. Sometimes you're somebody else, but you're still you. How many of yous is there?
Wait, what are we doing here?
Just asking questions.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my question. Where are we? What happened to those kids?
Okay. Which, as you sort of,
We're looking for the kids.
Oh, okay. Good, good.
okay, we got our goal here. You swing the large oak doors open, revealing this den. At a immediate glance, holy shit, there's wolves in here. They don't appear to be moving, fortunately. They seem I
Me too.
Oh,
Please. Oh God, no. You see these very ornate oak-paneled walls. Left wall seems to have a fireplace on it. Again, not above it being your stag's head. The outskirts of the room has looks like 3 of these stuffed wolves, kind of lining along the outside. There is an oak table between these 2 padded chairs facing the hearth, and between them appears to be oak table between the 2 chairs, supporting what looks like a cask of wine with 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabrum.
And the what?
Candelabrum.
Oh, candelabra. Okay.
There is a large chandelier hanging above a cloth-covered table surrounded by 4 chairs, and there appears to be 2 cabinets standing against the far walls.
Oh, I guess this guy likes animals.
And it's dark in there, right?
It is dark in there.
Okay, so can I see anything with my dark vision?
Yeah, I'd say
Other than what you said?
I would say everything I described. Your basic looks over, and again, everything's sort of clouded in
So,
shades of gray.
I see the 2 tall cabinets on the far side of the room. I kind of put my hands behind my back and I just kind of start making my way towards those cabinets.
Okay. So you got one that appears to be along the north wall and one along the east wall.
Let's go north.
Okay. You over to the cabinet. It swings open, nice and easy. Again, room appears to be quite clean. Not a bunch of dust that greets you when you open. No cobwebs appear to be littering things as you pick through them. What you can see inside appears to be what looks like a small box. Should you pop the box open, you find a deck of playing cards and a assortment of wine glasses.
So I do pop it open and I'll take the playing cards.
Okay.
You know, seems to me that if I were a monster going around the house,
Hey, you're back.
I might just want to attack some random wolves standing around. So why are they just perfectly fine? Is my question. What kind of monster are we dealing with here?
I don't know yet. I really don't, but we're gonna. I can still feel that it's dark and it really just sends chills down my spine. That force that I'm feeling.
16 on survival. I'm looking for any kind of, tracks or markings of anything else that's been through this room.
So you got a what on there?
16.
16. At a glance, the place appears to be. Do you have dark vision?
No, I don't.
Not seeing a whole lot right now.
Try that again.
Any lanterns that I happen to spot?
I would say there does appear to be most of these rooms that the group of you have crossed through. They do appear to have different. It has like a chandelier above it too, just various spots for
Well,
candles to be lit.
I'll light a couple of lanterns at least with my tinderbox.
Okay.
Get some light in this room.
Well, I was gonna say because I see him looking for the tracks and realize he doesn't have dark vision. I do it for 21.
For 21? Okay.
So am I seeing? I catch on what he's looking for. Do I see any tracks or anything?
Absolutely. And I will say, with the lights coming on, the two of you are able to both kind of give a quick scout of the place, looking for your monster here. And being that it is as clean as it is, there's not a lot of telling signs of something that may have prowled through here. But as you look around, you can see that the door frame doesn't appear to have been disturbed whatsoever. There's no signs of anything, beating its way on through. You'd see claw marks across the floor or something, assuming it has claw marks. Like this room's been distressed at all.
All right. After taking those playing cards, I'm gonna go check out the cabinet to the east.
Okay. As you go to pop open the cabinet, you can see that it appears to be locked. A rather heavy padlock.
I've got thieves' tools.
Okay. So go ahead and give a thieves' tools check. You.
Nat 20.
I think you pop in there.
Wow. Yep.
It's gone. Requires nope. No, you were doing these ones when we were first learning the craft.
Yes.
But as the cabinets swing ajar, you could see kind of neatly stacked on hooks. There's appears to be A large heavy crossbow. Appears to be a light crossbow. And then there appears to be a hand crossbow, as well as 3 quivers, each filled with about 20 bolts each.
Well, we're gonna need these, so I take the big one and I give it to the big guy.
All right.
Much
take-
obliged.
I take the medium one and does it have a strap on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I strap it. And then I take the hand crossbow and I've got my cane and I've got this crossbow now. And I reach down and I take the quivers. You said there's 3 sets of quivers?
Yep.
I give him 2 sets and I keep 1 set.
Okay.
Now, wait, well, actually, let me ask you, there's 3 sets, so I'm assuming 2 of the, are any of the quivers specifically for the hand crossbow, since those are gonna be shorter?
Yeah.
So I'll take, shit,
Oh, you can take 2 quivers. They shouldn't be that heavy.
yeah, I'll just take 2 quivers and then give him 1 quiver.
Okay.
Or take 2, give him, yeah. You give him 1 of the bag, I'll take 2 of them, so I've got,
Gotcha.
yes. And, say 3 crossbows. From other. Well, I'm feeling just a slightly bit more comfortable now.
Good crossbow, do that to a man.
Yes, it will. So, we notice, so we see there's nothing else going on. Well, what do you say there? What do you say there, Hoss? Where you want to go? Do we want to move on to the next room?
Alright, whatever we're looking for isn't here. Nice haul, but not what we're looking for.
Nope. So I guess we make our way back out from whence we came.
Okay. Back to the main hall.
Uh,
Yeah, you got your light kind of bleeding down the staircase.
Can I grab a lantern to go with us?
Absolutely. Plug it right off the hook. Here along with you. You now have, again, you've identified, you got you've cleared the whole southern side of the room. To the right of you is the stairs going up, and then to the north side, there's the dining room, that closet, and then oh, it looked like a kitchen. There we go.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
So I still don't know where the basement is.
You can see on there.
Investigation check.
Yep, I'll do the same.
15. I start tapping my cane on the
Okay.
floor.
18 to find the basement investigation.
Okay. So you got a what for
15.
15? Okay. So you were tapping the floor. Real hard to tell, but you can very faintly pick up on a semblance of hollowness beneath this. But this is a pretty well built manor. So it's not like your thin floorboards leading down, but you can kind of gauge there does appear to be space beneath this room.
Okay.
And as far as finding it, I will say from the rooms that you've explored, there does not appear to be any sort of sensible location to get down into a basement from.
Can I hear his hollow tapping though?
Yeah, I'd say while he's sitting there smacking around on it, you can definitely pick up.
Is there carpet on the floor or is it just wooden floor?
It looks like it's just wood. There's like a pelt on the floor. Bear.
I lift up the bear pelt, see if there's a trap door under there.
There does not appear to be a trapdoor underneath there.
So what other rooms do we have now?
You have the dining room and the kitchen.
Right.
It's the
I find it more likely to find the basement from going down from the dining or from the kitchen. You know, cellar, storeroom, things like that.
It's not a bad idea. All right, let's go, and I'll take the lead with the dark vision.
Okay.
And
Push
have Jep, and have not Jep, but Jumbo, whatever.
Jumble.
It's not whatever.
Yeah, whatever. My United States of whatever. Jumbo, I'll have Jumbo follow behind me because he can actually, with his crossbow now, he can like shoot over me.
Well,
if
I've
needed.
got an axe in one hand and a lantern in the other,
Oh, well, still, you can
I can-
swing over my head.
and I can throw it.
Yes.
Okay. And as you guys are now making way towards the kitchen,
Yep.
Ready for anything to jump out at you, we can pan back over to our duo here, now leaving their disheveled library. As you find
Yeah,
yourselves
fuck
back
books.
into that main hall. Again, you do have a doorway on the left, and the staircase does appear to keep going up.
You thinking?
It's a fucking mind fuck. And they really like their paintings and shit. I don't know. I'm distracted. Let's try this room and then we'll go for the staircase.
Okay, let's go. You want to go in first? I'll be behind
Yeah,
you.
I would love to go in first. Thank you. I make my way towards the door a little bit grudgingly, but torch in hand, crossbow in the other.
All right.
Falls out.
The two of you are ready for whatever may dwell behind this door. Sort of piled up back behind each other. Begin to pop the door open. Swings ajar. You have your light source on you, correct?
Mm-hmm. Still carrying the torch.
Allows light to sort of bleed into what appears to be a rather underwhelming, pretty small room. It looks like it's about 10 foot by 10 foot. 2 beds on either side. This looks like a servant's bedroom. You gauge. Appears to be pretty much undecorated in contrast to literally everywhere else in the house. There does appear to be a footlocker at the end of each of these straw-stuffed mattresses. And you can see what appears to be a dumbwaiter up against one of the walls.
Investigate one of the footlockers.
Yeah, perception check. Go ahead and search him. Unless you're
Yeah,
trying
20.
to check for...
Oh.
Hello. That's one. They appear to be empty. Both of them, they creak open as you swing one up. No fun shinies inside. Maybe the other one. Quickly got to scurry over to the next. Pop it open. Nothing else in there either.
I'm gonna sit there with the.
Yeah, they got a nice little creak to them. It's like, yeah.
Now you want to open the boxes. What was the difference? A dead body? Yeah, I
I
bet.
don't disturb dead bodies.
Well, that's why fortune favors the brave. That's why your boxes are empty and mine had treasure. Damn. I'm gonna walk towards the dumbwaiter.
You need some zen in your life.
I need to get the fuck out of here. That's what I need in my life right now. And we need to find this fucking kid. Now, this child is small. I bet he could fit in this dumbwaiter. All right, Furball, can I trust you? Can I trust you, Furball? I'm talking to you.
I don't get angry about many things, but name calling isn't nice.
When did I ever come up as fucking nice? All right, as a companion, Star-Lord.
Starling, get it right.
Starling. Thank you. I'm sorry. Starling. Can you hoist me down the dumbwaiter and I will check to see what's there? Can you do that for me, please? And don't fucking drop me, I swear. I will come back and kill you.
Please drop him. Please drop him. Please drop him.
Well,
Haunting can happen.
Yeah, haunting can happen. So can death. Alright, I'm gonna proceed to try to climb into this dumbwaiter.
Okay. I will say that the dumbwaiter entrance appears to be. You get at a glance, you can verifiably tell you are the only type of creature that can fit inside this thing.
I'm aware.
As you squeeze inside, how exactly are you anchoring the rope here?
Me? That's her. I'm gonna have her hoist me down.
I'm holding it, just
Just holding it.
wrapped and holding.
Okay. If you would like to go ahead and give me athletics, then, as you were
Please
trying
fail.
to.
he does have pretty low on athletics.
14 and sorry, -2, so 12.
Well, all right. Probably a lot more challenging if it wasn't a halfling. Fortunately, however, you are strong enough to handle a halfling. As you brace up with the rope, kind of tying around your forearm a bit, making sure that it's not going to slip out of your fingertips too easily.
Remember, take breaths to calm yourself. I got you.
I'm gonna trust you got me, because if not, I'm gonna take short stabs to calm myself. But if I do find anything, I promise you, I might actually think about sharing. It will cross my mind, I promise.
We'll consider sharing.
I will consider sharing what I find.
Think you might be changing.
Don't tell anyone else. All right, let's go.
Don't let them know.
Don't let them know. I won't wait for her to hoist me down or up, wherever.
So hoisting.
All right, and you are making your way on down?
Wherever she's taking me. There's no way of going up, right? This goes down.
Oh, it appears to also go up.
Well, that dealer's choice.
Down.
No, down we go.
Okay. As you begin lowering yourself further and further, it's you still got more than enough slack off the rope before you find another kind of dumbwaiter entrance.
I like tap or pull on the rope so she knows that I found the entrance.
Okay. Did you feel the light tugging on the side? Yep.
All right, I'm gonna step out of that and look around to my surroundings with the torch. It's kind of hard.
You appear to be in a very cramped room. Looks like a small, almost like a closet of sorts. If it wasn't for the various shelves that are aligned with all sorts of very fresh-looking foods seem to be scattered along. You can tell you're in what appears to be a pantry. In fact, from where you're at, you can hear on the opposite side, it sounds like a door beginning to creak open as two sets of footsteps begin to approach from the other side.
I am going to ready my crossbow at
Okay.
this point, and I'm gonna put out the torch and stealth myself to hide in the shadows.
Go ahead and give your stealth.
Well, here's the thing with my stealth, though.
Yeah.
I have
expertise.
17. That's a plus 12 for stealth, so.
Yeah.
He turned off the torch.
A little hand clap.
Fair enough. Yeah, I would say like you disappear into the corner of that pantry. I think that's a great spot to guide us back into our other pair who are now entering into the kitchen. There's a great secret at the end of this kitchen, guys. I assure you. As you see, tidy dishware, cookware utensils neatly placed on various shelves along the inside of the kitchen. There appears to be a work table with a cutting board and a rolling pin atop it. There's a stone dome-shaped oven that stands near the east wall with a bent iron stovepipe connecting it to the ceiling. And then you can see what looks like kind of a narrow doorway tucked into the back of the kitchen.
Well, yeah, I guess investigate or just perception, get a good look around the room, see if I can maybe find a trap door to the basement that I'm expecting.
Absolutely.
17 perception.
17 perception? Signs of even taking a close look between different tiles to see if maybe they could lift up or something. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary here.
So just kind of a dead end kitchen area almost.
Almost. You can see there's about a narrow doorway at the far back wall by the stove.
So I'm just kind of, I got my hand, like, I'm just kind of walking around all, like you would expect somebody. Just kind of got my hands behind my back, just looking and seeing if there's anything around, noticing it's really just a kitchen, like you said. But we're on the one side, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna start making my way to the north side of the kitchen.
All right. Veering towards that back doorway. Approaching again, you got your stove on that side, your work table sort of tucked against the wall. You kind of brush past.
Well, I'll follow along since I'm not finding anything on the floor.
Okay.
So make it up to the door. I'm gonna attempt to either push or pull to open it.
It's not appear to be locked, is it? It just swings seamlessly on its hinges as the light begins to enter into the pantry. As you can see, a familiar set of faces now as the two of you open up to, again, this about 10 foot wide, 5 foot deep, just shelves filled to the brim with food. And a bit more inconspicuously, as I don't think your passives are up in the 20s, don't seem to notice the little secret concealing himself in the far corner.
Not even with a light on?
Not even with the light on.
Wow.
My dark vision.
He's keeping himself like right behind like a beam, keeping things kind of concealing himself. He was ready for a keen set of eyes to look for him.
Nat 20, do I sense it?
This is for your Arcana check.
I just to sense. Do I sense? You said I can't see him, but can I sense him in some way?
I'd say if this wasn't our perception check. Wouldn't necessarily, because again, you have a bit more concerning presence that
Okay.
you are.
So
Picking
it's
up on.
overshadowing that, but still has a cool Nat 20.
Oh, it was a solid natural.
I sigh and come out of the shadows. Ah, you fucking idiots. You guys find anything yet? Anything interesting or the kid or anything?
Oh yeah, we found you, Jeff.
Congratulations.
What's
You
that?
found me.
What our told
Got the
friend
rope
here
on
is trying to
He's not holding on to it anymore, so I figured he'd give you some slack.
We checked a couple rooms. We have not found anything except for some really nice crossbows.
Oh hey, yeah, where did I get a crossbow? And I kind of show my
Happy birthday.
Oh, that's fucking
I have a
really right
birthday?
there.
Hey, that's nice. Check out this hand bow I got.
Damn.
And this medium bow.
Well, I happen to find some treasure myself. Thank you very much. I happen to found a couple of parchments, some leather-bound books. Not fucking quite sure what these are yet, but we'll look at them later. A couple of deeds. Okay.
Arcana check on as he pulls that out. 17 to kind of start like sensing or feeling or getting anything from the book.
Okay, so you got a 17 on it?
Yeah.
Yep. I got the deeds and the scrolls and stuff. I'm just kind of like showing the parchments of paper. Not really like looky, but like just open the bag up like.
Yeah, I just saw that they were old, and I'm like, okay.
These scrolls are undeniably magic. That absolutely. But you do pick up on a very kind of sinister sort of aura coming off one of those letters.
Can I tell which one it is?
Very kind of ornate, sort of raven embroidery upon it.
But yeah, as you can see, I got a nice
Jeff.
belt. And then I just tie up the bag and throw it back over my shoulder. Like,
Yeah, no, Jeff. I need a. Can I please see that one letter?
when you cough up some dough and we get the fuck out of this building, I will show you the letter then.
What if I told you if I saw the letter, it might help us get the fuck out of the building?
Well then, why didn't you say so? And I hand him the letters. I was gonna hand him whatever. I don't know what he's talking about, so this is a handful of letters.
So I
Okay.
shuffle through and I pull out as you said, it has a raven on it.
Yes.
So I turn it over and I slice it open
Okay.
and I pull out what's inside.
See a letter within.
Okay.
Should you choose to read it?
Okay. We made it this far.
Okay.
All right. Sorry to interrupt.
Yep.
But before you guys do that, I'm gonna be like, all right, boys. Well, I'm gonna keep looking around, as I currently have someone waiting for me to lift my ass back up in this thing. So you guys have fun. Good luck, and we'll hopefully see you outside of this building. And I hop back in, do a little wave, and go tug tug.
Jeff, meeting spot.
Fucking the living area, the front way,
Okay, we meet
right
there.
in the front door.
We meet there.
Got it. All right, let's roll.
And two tugs and shoot.
And it's like, You should have made a roll athletics to see if that actually happened. He's expected to go quick, and it's just like, good.
I feel like this module is gonna fill you guys with enough failures that I'm gonna add more.
Yeah.
What does it
All right,
lie
so
will go.
what's in the letter?
The letter seems to read, "My most pathetic servant. I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness, of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness, I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zarevich.
Well, what a delightful young lord this Strahd is. Devouring people with bats, denouncing a man for a stillborn baby in a love affair. Oh yes, positively delightful.
Can I see your torch, please?
Well, it's a lantern, but certainly.
So take the lantern, open it up.
Okay. So we're right on in there. It begins kind of burning up. You see the flames of the lantern begin to wane into shades of kind of purple hues. The bright kind of yellows and whites from the center beginning to. Oh, thank you. I actually got the guy now. Begin to shift to like shades of like a dark, almost like blackish color just for the moment as it sizzles up, and then it returns back to its brilliant glow once more.
There was that letter had some evil with it. We just hopefully took care of it.
Well, thank you for saving us from paper cuts.
Yeah. I open up the other letters real quick. I want to see. I might as well see what's in those.
Okay. The other letter turns out to not be so much a letter as it appears to be a signed will.
Okay.
It seems to be bequeathing Durst Manor, Durst family grain mill, and all other family property to Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of the parents' death.
What?
I can't say, but I know what the grain mill is.
It's the windmill.
Yeah.
So that kind of.
That.
I
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Go ahead. Keep going. We're good.
Thank you.
Oh, is that the house we're in?
That's the house you're in.
Our house in the middle of the street.
Okay. Well, while he's perusing his letters, I go back to the kitchen because I saw some nice knives.
Okay. Found some nice knives. Yeah, there does appear to be a very nice collection of just some standard cutting kitchen knives.
I grab two or three of the most elegant looking ones.
All right, you may add them as daggers functionally, but
That's what I was.
yep. Absolutely.
So I can get about 3 of them.
Yep. I'd
Okay.
say 3 is more than fair.
We've checked the kitchen.
There's only a dining room left on the
That's
floor.
well. All we have left is, I'd say, the dining room.
Well, hang on a sec. I go back
Oh,
to the
you're back.
shake my head and go over to the dumbwaiter and kind of try to see if it goes down further than Jeff went.
As you peek your head kind of up top, you can just see Jeb crawling back up onto the floor. Looks like right above you, but it does look like it continues going upwards. It does
Oh.
not look like it goes down much further.
Well, all right. That's not a way down. All right. Yep. Dining room it is.
So we start making our way to the dining room.
Alrighty. Awesome. Cool.
Cool. I like
Great.
It's never good on the DMs.
That's awesome. No, I just had to find my notes.
Stall for time. Stall for time. Stall for time.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Good job, guys.
Ooh, awesome.
I I got to listen to a team that was going through this before this book was written.
Oh.
I didn't get very far. I stopped myself. But they got to a certain point where they talked about a grain mill immensely, and it is not what you think.
Okay.
Fair
It's fun
enough.
times. It's fun times.
Well, yeah, the letter did mention an altar and lots of dead bodies, so maybe there's an altar there. Who knows?
No.
Well, don't spoil it like that already.
Okay, you're right. Sorry.
I was implying that a grain mill was milling up bodies, okay? That would have been dark.
That would have been dark.
Would have been dark.
Okay. Moving on to what we're doing.
Can you get a perception
Yes.
check off the two of you as you were beginning to round back through these hallways?
Well, I got a 2.
24.
Okay.
Just gonna piggyback off of him.
Yeah, you've been passing through these wooden paneled rooms for a while now, and the wooden panels on their own is already kind of a heavy sign of status. But they seem to have these very intricate carvings. You had managed to deduce what looks like vines, flowers, the nymphs, the satyrs. But as you've been kind of passing back and through, small details have been catching your eye as you. Something doesn't quite look right with some of these shapes, and in passing, you just happen to see it's like serpents that seem to be kind of looming about them. Looks like skulls that seem to be piling up at the base of these trees. Strange, like faces that seem to be carved into the trees themselves. Looks like there's kind of wolves laying in wait as they look like they're getting ready to kind of feast upon these grand imagery. Definitely seems to sort of hide some less conspicuous details in them in passing. But approaching the dining room, once more you see wood paneled room. Centerpiece is a carved mahogany table surrounded by 8 high-back chairs and sculpted armrests with cushioned seats. Appears to be a crystal chandelier that hangs high above the table. The table is covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above a marble fireplace is a mahogany framed picture of an alpine vale. And the walls themselves seem to bear these sort of elegant imagery of the deers and the trees. Once more, your faces and your wolves laying in wait. Red silks drape the windows. And there appears to be quite a few tapestries littering the walls kind of between the windows as they drape downwards. Depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf that hangs from these iron rods along the southern wall.
So certainly a hunting family. Also got a real funny taste in decorating, and I pointed some of the odder parts of the wood paneling decorations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Point your attention to it. Just passing at a glance, it looked like this very just welcoming art piece. But the more you stare into it, the more you start to depict. There's a very twisted sense of beauty in the designs here.
So perception check, I believe. It's not gonna matter anyway because it's a 4. Kind of taking my cane, just kind of tapping along the wall.
Tap along the wall.
Yep.
All right.
Some of these ornate, some of the ornate statues or some of the ornate pieces, seeing if there's anything's hollow or if I trip anything.
They'll say that there does not appear to be anything hollow behind them.
Okay.
Well, I'll piggyback off him and do my own investigation, and
Okay.
I'll use an inspiration point while I'm at it. Let's see, that's 11.
11.
Good inspiration.
Then, from where you guys have explored, you've not seen any extra entrances or any additional side rooms. You've covered the entirety of the first floor and haven't found any signs of any sort of entrance to a basement.
Wait, what am I looking for?
Appear to be any trap doors. Doesn't appear to be any hidden
That's
false
Jumble
walls.
saying.
Yeah, just clarifying that you have searched a good chunk of this and can safely deduce that there does not appear to be any at least obvious entrances.
How do you? They said there was a basement, right?
Maybe.
Oh, you weren't there. That's right. Perception check on what he just spoke.
Do you share a language? What language do you speak?
Abyssal.
Do you speak Abyssal?
No.
What'd you get on your insight check? 5? No idea what he just spoke. There's some creepy.
I'm still just because I'm checking him out.
Yeah, what's scary?
Yeah. No, I'm interested now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, even I don't know what that guy says. But yeah, this is a real
So-
messed up place.
So you know
What?
about the guy that makes the weird noises?
I know that some of them makes weird noises. I don't know if it's a guy.
Do you know anybody else?
I know you. Now come on.
Oh, in your head.
We're all in our head now. Let's just find something and get the hell out of here. This place gives me the willies. Ugh.
We can go. So we start making our way back out, and we start making our way back to that foyer that we said we'd meet up at.
Okay.
Say, didn't you find a hollow floor at one point? You know, with your little tap of the tap there?
I did. How do you know that?
I was there.
No, you weren't.
But you're gonna ask me questions or we gonna investigate this place?
We can do both, but let's go investigate. We'll talk about this later.
All right, the two of you begin reconvening back at the grand foyer.
And since he brought that up, as we're walking back, 15, I will tap some more just as I'm walking, just subtly tapping along the
Seems
floor.
pretty consistent. There is some very heavy, well-supported
Okay.
floorboards, but there's some indicator that there's space beneath. That being said, now back into the servants' quarters.
Yay.
Jeb comes hopping back. You managed to successfully pull him back up top.
All right. Well, I might be able to do more runs downstairs. They're okay. We haven't found the way to the basement yet. So I guess we're still on the same page. They found some cool fucking crossbows, though. I'm kind of jealous of that. But anyway, doesn't go down any farther. So I guess if you want to try, we'll go up once.
All right, let's go up.
All right, we got this.
All
I'm
right.
still thinking about sharing with you. Don't forget that.
In passing, I will point out there does also appear to be a closet door to your right as you're making your way on out. If you so wish to investigate, you may.
We'll go up for a second.
Do what?
We go up.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Starling to the sky.
You head back out into that second floor kind of main hallway. You see your winding steps goes one down, one up. Downstairs has a little bit of a very faint glow to it. You can't tell there's some sort of light going on below. But decide to start heading up. And as you begin making your way up, you can start to feel a cold kind of draft beginning to creep down from the stairs. As you make it about halfway up, you can see the rug starts to lose its rich red stain to it. Instead, it starts becoming a bit more dulled as you start seeing small holes that seem to form in the fabric.
Oof, feels colder.
Hmm.
It's not. Sure, we don't want to go back and check out that closet door.
Let's look up here real quick. I'll make a quick passive, and then we'll head to the closet door, okay?
Make it to the top, you can start to see dust has began to settle along the handrail for the stairs that you were on. You rise up to a balcony space overlooking the top of the staircase downwards. Opposite from you, there does appear to be another one of these suits of armor. This one seems to be just completely draped in webbing. There's another couple oil lanterns that are hanging, kind of flanking either side of these doorways. You can see there does appear to be some sort of an engraving along the fine paneled walls. And from where you're currently at, it looks like there is 2 doors to the leftmost corner, and then there appears to be another 2 doors to the rightmost corner. Only one of them appears to be a set of large grand double doors. The rest appear to be. We could narrate this shit. Lots of doors everywhere, guys.
All right. Well,
Adorable.
torch lit once again, peering around. I'm gonna light the lanterns. I'm gonna use investigate as I walk around, though.
Okay.
And I also, before I do that, I'm going to give a little tug to let her know that I've reached my destination. So.
Okay. So you're staying at the bottom of the stairs? Is that?
I thought I went up in the.
You went up in the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you went up to the next set of stairs.
No.
The dumbwaiter. Okay.
That's why I said like lift me up and I'll see what I can
My
spot.
bad. All right.
You saw all that.
Yeah. Well, that's the main hall for the next point. Yeah, right. Okay. Absolutely. Cool. Yeah.
Talking. Words.
That you can, in fact,
Pull him up.
do that.
You really fucked him up.
No point.
Why didn't you say? Why don't you just go up the stairs?
I thought it was implied. I'm
Just
sorry.
go up the fucking stairs. You gave all that effort.
Go up the stairs.
No, it's fine. It's just I didn't make an intelligent way of jotting all the rooms the dumbwaiter leads to.
I mean, there's more than just 3 rooms up.
Oh,
So how about that weather?
Yeah.
yeah.
Misty.
It's great. Okay.
We had filler?
Appreciate it. Put you right. Okay. In which case, it's weird. Way up top.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Man, I just had a weird sense of deja vu.
We'll have to jot that one down.
Oh, that
for,
was weird. Felt like I was just out of my body for a minute.
Everything lost its textures. There's a weird little swirling sphere for a minute, and then everything loaded. Okay, cool. As you climb up towards the top, I will have you give me an acrobatics on this.
Oh, beautiful. Something I actually excel in. 20, nat 20 with the plus 12. So 30.
Yeah. As you gracefully just fly up top this dumbwaiter before you manage to kind of lodge yourself up to the top. You can see the doors to the dumbwaiter appear to be closed, but you can fairly easily slide them ajar, revealing a bedroom of sorts. It looks like a fairly decent one. Doesn't look like it's like a master suite by any nature, but it's definitely a very purposed room. From within, it appears that dust and cobwebs have claimed the vast majority of the room itself. There appears to be a set of double doors with panes of stained glass that look like they open up to the outside, likely to a balcony, believe it or not. Though there does appear to be 2 end tables on either side of a bed, an empty wardrobe, and next to the wardrobe appears to be a full-length mirror. Though something that's a bit more attention-grabbing is that it looks like there is a mutilated corpse in the center of the bed that appears to have been pulled open very intentionally, as blood has claimed the vast majority of the sheets of the bed itself, scattered and sprayed along the walls. There also appears to be 2 doors leading to additional rooms attached to this one.
Pull out my
Do you have
shiny.
fun?
I rolled the
2 tugs.
Oh, please give her a check to see if she drops the rope.
one.
No, but you're distracted.
I already said.
Climbing, actually. Really, the only thing you're doing is if he falls, you can catch him.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hold it.
I yell down that you can let go. Like, I'm fine. I'm already in the room. Go ahead. I did the tug like I'm good. So
I mean, you don't feel any. The rope doesn't seem to be taut, so he must have heard you.
if that's true. Yeah. Anyway, torch in hand, looking around the room, investigate. As you said, I saw that. It's like, that's great to find. Mutilated body. Beautiful. I don't know what else we got here. This is a house of fucking horrors. All right, I investigate 410. Make my way around the room. Torch just kind of like
Okay.
anything out of the ordinary.
With a 10, the room itself, again, barring the furniture that I had pointed out to you, there does appear to be 2 additional. There appears to be balcony area that it leads out to, and you can also see past some like glass panes. It looks like a nursery room with a crib kind of center to it. It seems to have this sort of black veil draped over top.
Creepy at all. I'm gonna
Suddenly a lot more audible as you move as well, as there's just
Creepy,
sort of
huh?
heavy creaking as you with every step you take. I'm just saying something because you got a pretty soft step.
Yeah, it is. Fucking Christ, how old is this place? I'm gonna make my way to the what's it called? What you just said it.
Crib?
Not the crib. Try to make the doors that go outside of the
Out to
balcony.
the balcony.
Yeah, I want to see if I can open those.
Okay,
Call French doors, homie.
Oh, thanks.
that's fair.
The French doors.
Is there French in?
You don't need to make a roll for that. The doors appear to be unlocked.
Oh.
Push them open, you would see first the balcony itself looks like time has brushed this thing with dirt and debris from various storms over time. It's filthy up there. There's like leaves and stuff that's collected up top. But as you peer over the side of it, you notice that it looks a lot higher up from here than it had from down below. As you can see that you look like you're probably a good like 60 to 80 feet up. And as you're standing up there, you start to feel this sort of overwhelming sorrow begin to feel kind of deep into your chest.
Oh, God.
There's this sort of looming sensation of dread and this temptation to leap over the railing.
Ew. After that feeling, I'm gonna just fuck 180 walk back in. We're not going on that balcony. Okay, onto the creepy crib.
Make your way over to the
Yep.
nursery.
Yep, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off.
It's a very slow withdrawal, but you do gradually feel that sensation begin to withdraw. But
Terrifying. I don't like feeling like that at all.
only to add further comfort as you enter into said creepy nursery. You do hear this sort of almost kind of bouncing. It sounds like a sound that's almost bouncing off the walls. It sounds like a grown woman kind of lowly sobbing that echoes around you. You see the veil over top the crib, kind of almost looks like a breeze catches.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. You hear it's almost like a
Sorry.
alright, baby?
You were good. Let's go.
And you're all
That's what I
alone.
put on there.
yes.
All right.
It's almost like a current of wind kind of brushes through as you see the veil begin to kind of lift and waves over top of it before it settles on the crib once more. And at a glance, you can see that there looks like a small kind of bundle of cloth in the center of the crib.
Of course, I'm gonna go investigate that because that could be the kid. Hey, kid, is that you? Well, we're gonna get you the hell out of here if it is. And I will make my way towards the bundle of cloth and try to look and see if it
Oh,
is the
God.
kid.
All right, and you do as you enter into the nursery, you again can hear this sounds almost like a woman's sob, but it also just starts to become kind of accompanied with a small cry of a small child. Make your way over.
No, keep going. I like seeing Brian get whipped the fuck out.
But you slowly draw the veil away
Mhm.
as you reach down and go to pick up this swaddle of cloth. As you do, the cloth itself seems to just give out underneath its weight as it drapes into just fabric in your hands.
Yeah, I still got some of that grief with me, don't I?
Oh yes.
Oh yay! Now I'm sad and shit. I'm all emotional. I'm crying for no. I start crying. Yep. Fucking house.
Yes.
Yep, dust in the eyes. All right. After that, I was gonna do an investigate around the room to see if anything else is out of the ordinary besides the little bit of sobbing that I hear and the apparently empty swaddle of blanket and
Yeah.
cloth.
absolutely.
13.
13?
Yep.
From the nursery itself appears mostly plucked clean. In fact, it looks like it was never really fully decorated to begin with. As you kind of make your way back out towards the dumbwaiter, your attention does fall upon what looks like a small piece of parchment underneath the bed itself. Looks like some kind of excessive blood has sort of pasted it to the floorboards.
The hell? All right, I guess I'm gonna reach for that then, and try and pick it up without ripping it or whatever, paste it to the floor.
All right, you were able to kind of wedge enough of the blood up so it doesn't cling to it, and you're able to pluck up the piece of parchment without much issue. But as you begin to kind of rise down from your crouch spot, you start to pick up on what looks like kind of like a ethereal, almost like purplish pink sort of glow around you. As this strange, like unnatural chill feels like it's almost like draped over your shoulders.
Fucking open the windows. What is that? I'm gonna grab my. Well, I got the torch, but either way, like just kind of like hug myself, or whatever. And who's that? What?
As you turn around, you do see before you what looks like a floating form. Purple kind of tinges to it with highlights of white making up various details of its form. Hair sort of draped outwards as you see before you what appears to be very spectral in nature. As this furious expression just glares down on you. As you are no longer alone in the room.
Oh boy. Hi.
For the sake of a timetable here, can I get initiative?
Yeah. 23.
23, okay.
Nice knowing you, house.
Yeah, that was nice.
Where's that dumb waiter?
I got $10 as he dies before it's over.
My bet would be hop into the dumb waiter and cut the rope.
But it doesn't happen.
Well, you got a what?
23.
All right. In which case, we're going to Hollywood time this a little bit. But you are top of the round here. So, again, you are inside relatively spacious bedroom. Actually, that'd be a good idea for out there. But you find yourself in a very relatively spacious room. You have kind of additional like side room branch off to the side. That's where the crib had been, and then you have the balcony to the side of you. You have a dumbwaiter behind you, and you have a door that you've never tested before.
And this is the room with the body that's been ripped open, right? Is that the room I'm in right now?
That is the room you're in right now.
Okay. And in terms of space, how far away is this apparition from me? Like, is it like right
It is
on me?
within 5 feet of you. It seems to be. You are like partially embasked in its like half corporeal form.
I'm gonna take my torch. I'm gonna swing it at it, but not in the intent of attacking it. As I then take the torch and throw it into the body on the bed,
Okay.
and then I'm going to beeline it for the elevator.
The dumbwaiter.
Dumbwaiter, thank you.
Okay. First, go ahead and give me a deception check. Let's see if you pull the wool over its eyes.
21.
21. Okay. Now go ahead and give me a acrobatics real quick.
Well, that's okay. That's still a 15.
Level 15.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. It does very much as you try to. First, you kind of flail the fire towards, and it does seem to almost instinctually shift back just ever so slightly, but it doesn't seem particularly phased by the flame. But you did manage to buy yourself a brief opening as it kind of pulls back and goes to swipe at you. You catch this gap underneath its arm, and you duck right beneath it and scurry back behind it, quickly making way to the dumbwaiter as you almost like gracefully dive into the dumbwaiter, beginning to rappel down the rope. As you hear this just horrible shrieking coming up from high above you as it echoes down the dumbwaiter after you, but you don't seem to see it.
Oh, did the body catch fire? Didn't he throw the
He
torch?
did throw the torch at
Yeah, I
it,
did
but
throw
he
it.
was out of there.
Yeah, whether or not I caught fire, I have no
But I am
clue.
bearing that in mind. Starling, you see a much more alert, if not panicked, Jeb. Feel free to correct my descriptions here if they're
Oh
wrong.
no, you're right, 100%.
Sliding fireman style down the dumbwaiter rope.
Yeah, if I can try and relax back to stop where she is, so I can just whip myself into her room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like you've been fucking around with the dumbwaiter enough to.
Yeah. Anyway, I rolled a 19 plus a 12.
Yeah,
That's
with a little panache. To
yeah.
it.
Like, we need to move fucking now. Whatever I saw up there is not something that I want to see again. We do not need to go upstairs. We need to get the hell out of here. We need to find a way out. I'm done. This is done.
Take off.
I
Presumably
trust that.
beelining it downstairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. A few short moments before you guys hear some very heavy footfalls quickly making their way over towards the two of you before coming back into your vision is Starling and Jeb.
Seeing them haul ass, and I'm kind of like, whoa, 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 what? What is the problem?
Oh yes, have we found something else delightful?
I'm breathing heavy as I've been running. Fuck. Yeah, fucking wonderful. I have found the crib of a tortured fucking family upstairs, and on top of that, seems to be a spectral spook of some silly ass spooky nature up there that came at me. An apparition of sorts, whatever you want to say. It ain't human, and it ain't normal, and it's after me. I do not like this house, and I want to get the fuck out of here.
That's
Wait,
why
you mean there's no kid to save?
I don't fucking know, but I know there's something scary and spooky following me.
Hell the damnation, someone fucking us over here?
I'm almost beginning to wonder if that's the case.
Still have your bloodstained note in your hand.
Yes, I do. This bloodstained letter in the crib, and as soon as I picked it up, fucking long, tall, dark, spooky, decided to chase me.
So, Arcana check on the letter.
It appears to be entirely mundane.
Alright,
I'm-
what fun story we got here.
You know, I passed off, and I'm really weary, so I've got that torch, and now I got the bow in hand. Like,
All right. The
So I take the letter real quick, just I'll take it.
I grabbed it.
Well, I took it from you. I just want to see it real quick. I just hold it up to a light, see if there's anything that reflects through the letter.
I have some light kind of lightly permeates through it, but there's not like any hidden. That would be cool though. I like that.
Yeah,
Just note that one for later.
Okay, well, I try to see if I can read this letter, you know,
Yes.
if it isn't too runny or something.
It does appear to be common. That does a little bit got stained, a little warped, but it's not so bad. You can't make out. It reads, Lord Gustave, I fear for our dear Walter. I fear for myself. Forgive me, for I am overstepping my boundaries, but it seems like Lady Elizabeth's sanity wanes day by day. I feel it may be best to sneak our Walter out in the veil of night and start a life elsewhere. Please, I fear what she may do if we continue to take the slow. Yours forever, Anya.
Did you read that out to us?
Yeah, I read it out loud.
Okay.
so I'm guessing now. This is just a crazy guess, the big dumb stupid over here. But I'm thinking that spectral spook who decided to try and gut me upstairs is probably that crazy ass lady that they had to run from. Because I found a body there that was completely ripped open from the rib cage out on top of that.
Male or female?
The fuck should I know? It was decomposed and completely destroyed.
Can I give you a medicine check?
You want a medicine check?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a wisdom. Okay. Ooh, actually.
Not terrible?
Nat 20.
It was very hard to tell, but you could just barely pick up from some bone structure. It was in fact female.
Yes, it was a female. It was a girl. Okay? Now we have that figured out. What the fuck do we do?
Look, I'm just supposing here. Either that body could have been Lady Elizabeth or it could have been Anya. I'm just supposing here myself.
So I see Better.
I
They never
can't
made it out in the first place. What luck do we have? At this point, like Jeff's almost in a panic, like pacing, trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
All of a sudden, Jumble just kind of tries to grab in a big old beer. Okay, come on, Jeff, calm down. I got you, bud. I got you.
We're gonna die here, aren't we? This is how I'm gonna go. That's how I'm gonna die.
I
How
just
would you three
pictured-
idiots?
I just pictured the scene from Fight Club where Meatloaf is hugging.
Okay, so investigation to see if we can notice like this apparition moving towards us or anything, or are we
That's
safe
a
upstairs?
perception to see if you can see it
Perception,
coming after.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
While I'm still hugging.
Like looking over your shoulder, like.
All right, 17.
17. It does not still seem to be in pursuit
I've had
unless it's going really slow.
12 plus. So 12. I'm gonna grab the nearest object I can. I'm gonna hurl it at a window.
Okay. You can find a chair very easily if you take that up and hurl this thing straight out the window. Proceeds to collide into the window, and then the window itself doesn't seem to give whatsoever behind the impact as it clatters to the floor. Bits of the chair actually breaking or cracking at least as they collide with it. But as the chair collides with the window, there is a very firm kind of like pulse beneath your feet, like the whole building itself has like resettled itself.
I'd do it again.
Go ahead and give me a straight. We'll go athletics.
19.
19 on athletics. Pick a chair back up and hurl it at the same window. The chair now, second impact, breaks one of the legs off. One of the arms kind of snaps to the side. The window, again, gives kind of almost like a faint little like wobble to it in a sense before you hear this just kind of like beneath your feet. But the building does not, or the window doesn't seem to give way.
Well, you know, I think this sounds like a good time to start digging for a basement. I just get out. Jumbo gets out his great sword and just starts hacking away at the floor where it sounded hollow before.
I fucking die. I knew it.
Hacking away at the floor.
So,
Gone
strength check?
crazy.
You want me to strength check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, athletics, 23.
23. Okay.
Yep, with my great sword. It's a great sword.
What's your AC?
18.
18. Okay, cool. Did you bring your greatsword out? You said.
Yep.
Begin just hacking away into the floor.
Yep.
Bits of floorboard begin starting to give out underneath the chops. However, as you begin chopping away, there is suddenly sort of sound of shifting, almost like a vibrating sound. Should your attention shift over down the hallway, you can see one of these chairs beginning to rise before it propels itself straight towards you.
No!
6 points of bludgeoning damage. Cracks off the off your back, parts of it splintering off to the side.
That wasn't a duck, that was a chair.
You can see slowly, one by one, these slivers pulling back towards the floorboards where you have been hacking away at them.
All right, so someone doesn't want to get into the basement.
Y'all do realize something, right? This house is alive.
Bravo! Oh, wow, he is clever. He is clever.
The fuck you mean alive? It's made out of wood. No fucking way it's alive.
It's either cursed or enchanted, but the house is alive.
I recall something like, just so you guys also know, I was able to get out once. And you know how I got out? Up the stairs. There's a balcony. And you know what I felt when I got out there? Like I wanted to jump the fuck off and not land safely. It is not a way I would suggest going out, but so far it is the old.
Well-
Don't touch me right now.
Well, we got a cat. He can land on all four.
With the feeling I felt though, I don't think she would try. He would try. My bad. Scratch that from the record.
The fact
He
that
would
you
try.
thought about it though.
That's things on their feet.
I have golf.
Jeff can't deny that.
Because you want me to go into that room and jump into sadness.
Arcana check. What do I recall about? Well, okay, 2, so I won't recall much. But basically, I wanted to try and see what do I know about ghosts, things like that, like trying to hurt them anyhow. But for 2, I don't think I remember much.
But I would say you'd at least be aware that there are a good amount of different types of spirits. Do you know that generally cold and necromantic aren't the best approaches with things that are cold and necromantic?
Okay, but like regular weapons, would they pass through? Do I know that?
Would likely have some degree of effectivity to it. You do know that they also aren't completely corporeal, so
Do I notice a color when this happened with the floors and the lump or whatever around the
I'm
building?
gonna go explore around the room.
it wasn't actually a color. It didn't give a hue or a
Nothing,
light
huh?
to it. It just seemed to slowly kind of pull them back. The chair itself hovered into the air, shook a bit, and flung straight at Jumble.
Well, hate to say it, guys, but if we're stuck in this house and there's a force, I almost guarantee that the force is being caused up those stairs, and that fucking crazy bitch that is keeping us here.
That Claude,
Extra sound effects.
Yeah.
Very intentional.
crazy.
All right, I try to roll another Arcana check on what do I know about hurting ghosts.
About hurting ghosts?
Yeah, if I want to hurt one.
Okay.
I mean,
Attack their feelings. They're very sensitive at this point.
9.
Hurting them?
At least better than trying to punch them or hit them with my sword.
A magical sword would be a lot more effective than a normal sword.
Shame I don't have one. Wait, didn't you once mention there was a sword over a fireplace somewhere in this place, or was that
Shield.
the shield? Oh, okay.
When we were upstairs, I did find this key. I wonder if it's one way to get out.
Only one way to find out.
Try it.
Actually, in the next room over, you did notice a longsword with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. It was also a shield.
Oh,
Was that a silver sword?
I'd say you have enough combat experience to know it was a pretty mundane sword.
Oh, so yeah.
It was definitely, I mean, it was well in craft. It was clearly like a designer piece.
Yeah, so ceremonial rather than practical.
I think we have to deal with this fucking ghost, guys. Unfortunately, I really do not know what else we can do. You guys didn't find anything down here at all? Any way in this damn basement? Nothing. Every room has been explored.
As far as I know, we got every room we could.
The floor we were on, we checked every room except for a closet and up the stairs. And when I went up the stairs, I got through 2 rooms and booked the hell out.
Maybe we should check that closet.
That means we have to go up towards the ghost. We ain't fucking getting out, so you know what? I guess we're just going towards it. Yeah, fuck it, let's go crazy. It'll be a great time. Come on, let's go. I'll lead the charge.
Just having a good time.
Alright, let's go.
Yep. Torch out, and I'm just.
Alright, well, I still have my lantern, so one in hand and an axe in the other. Well,
Let's go save the kid. It'll be fun. It'll be such a good thing for us to do. We're heroes.
You're not having a
It's
blast?
good for your karma.
you don't need to rub it in, kid. We got fucked over something fierce.
Fuck dope. We're stuck here. Getting out. I'm getting out because I ain't fucking dying here. I got too much to live for and too much to do.
Alright, so we carefully make our ways upstairs to hopefully face that ghost and figure out a way to get out of here.
Okay. You make your way up first to the second floor.
Yeah.
You can see that most of the torches have been, or most of the lanterns have been lit up here. Seems to be where that source of light is coming from. But as you continue up the staircase, to avoid re-narrating it too much, but you do, now that you are, the 2 of you are now along with him, you can start to see the again, the rug begins to fade into much more dried out, dull colors. Dust has begun to settle as webbing now makes up most of the gaps between the handrail as you rise up onto kind of a balcony-like space, not outdoor balcony, but it seems to overlook the staircase and the drop down below. Uh, opposite to the top of the stairs, again, you do see a suit of armor just caked in webbing. It seems to be propped up one of these spears. You got hallway leads kind of either direction. You got 2 doors on one side. Seems to have your double door set on there. Also have 2 singular doors on the other. One looks like one looks like it might go to like a closet or something.
That needs some oil on the door hinges.
Yeah. It's real aged.
Slightly dramatic.
And the other one seems to lead towards a space that you could generally gauge to be where you had encountered your ghost companion.
Well, I know the spooky bitch is in that door over there, but the other one, no clue. So I suggest we make our way to the other doors first before we try to encounter Miss Creepy. So,
All right, you lead the charge into that room. I'll watch our backs in case spectral bitch comes to come for us.
beautiful.
Where'd everybody go? Oh, shit. All right, so I'm gonna start making my way upstairs.
Okay.
We decided to go upstairs to face the ghost because we don't have better options now.
Oh, okay.
I have a key.
We have a large key. But
All right, so they split up. Is it like? Do
They
I catch-
just went up the staircase.
Okay, so I can catch. Hey guys, wait up!
Footsteps quickly follow behind you, and real condensed cliff notes here. Hallway, dust, cobwebs cover
Got it.
everything. Door on one side seems to be where our ghost friend's at least where it was last spotted at. Double doors on the other side, another doorway kind of next to that. Suit of armor directly ahead of you guys. Otherwise, appears to be just sort of a.
And we're deciding to take a door opposite of the ghost first, just see if we can find anything useful against the
Yeah.
ghost.
Before we go any further, I'm gonna reach into my coat, into my long coat. I'm gonna
Mhm.
pull out a little vial. It's a little bluish, tealish colored liquid. I'm gonna give it to Jumble,
Okay.
and it is my potion for cure wounds.
Gotcha. All right. Absolutely.
So you get, what is it, 1d8? You get 1d8 plus your spell modifier.
You sure it's not your spell modifier?
Oh, is it mine?
it should be yours, Bob.
Potion.
Okay.
You
I
made
thought it
it.
was. Alright, so 1d8. So 7, and then plus my spell modifier.
Oh, that's if you ingest it right now. You don't have to do rolls for it.
Huh,
Well, I'll drink it.
Oh, you're drinking it right now?
yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So, oh, okay. So 7, and then plus my spell modifier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you still wounded from the first combat?
Yeah. but
Ah,
we didn't
okay,
deal
my
with
bad.
That, so.
Yeah. So you had 13, right?
No, I have 16 total, but I'm at 7 right now.
Okay.
So
So and then my spell. So 1d8. So you got 7, and then plus where's my spell modifier?
intelligence
Nice.
proficiency, I think.
Yep. So intelligence. So 2 and so 3. So you should get all your points back.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm checking the room just doing an
Oh,
investigation.
thanks,
Just
Malachi.
whip open.
I really hit the spot.
look.
Okay. Firstly, the double doors to that room seem to have dusty panes of stained glass set within them. Unsurprisingly, the stained glass seems to depict windmills. At a glance, to pop the double doors open, you can see again just dust caking everything. Webs that have claimed most of the corners of the room. There appears to be large burgundy drapes covering the windows. You can see a 4-poster bed with a embroidered curtains and tattered kind of gossamer veils that seem to surround the side of it. There appears to be a matching pair of wardrobes that look like they've been pulled open, and you can see shelves kind of dangling out the side of them. There's a vanity with a wood-framed mirror, as well as a jewelry box seated atop it, and a padded chair presented right in front of it. A rotting tiger skin rug lies on the floor in front of the fireplace. above the fireplace sits a dust-covered portrait of a man and a woman that you have no idea who they are, hanging above it. There appears to be a web-filled parlor into the southwest corner, kind of to the right of you guys, from where you came from, that has kind of just a small table, chairs, empty porcelain bowl and a matching jug laid atop it. There is a door, the door facing towards the bed has a full-length mirror mounted onto the back of it. There appears to be two doors leading out to what appears to be yet another balcony. Though, also stealing your attention, the centerpiece of this room appears to be a corpse that is dangling from a rope suspended up from the ceiling as it lightly sways side to side in the center of the room, the rope tied firmly about its throat.
Somebody must be having a birthday party.
It's probably the only fucking way he found out of this place.
You
And I'm
want
gonna
to
say he, because I'm pretty sure that's the man in the picture. But can I
Does look
roll
like
medicine?
it will say, especially not having been ripped to pieces, it's a lot easier to gauge. This does appear to be a male figure.
Well, hey, Mr. Jumbly, I think your theory was right, and they did not make it out of the house, obviously. That's comforting to know. They didn't make it.
19 on Arcana check. Are ghosts weak to silver?
On an Arcana check, what did you see? You got what?
19.
19. You would know that silver doesn't affect ghosts.
It doesn't?
Not in an impactful way.
Oh, I thought it was the weakness of everything except, or like resistance to things except for silvered weapons or something.
That's
Oh,
some stuff.
So,
dang.
I don't know if Arcana or a history. Arcana or history check. I'm not sure which one it would be. Trying to recall. Do I remember anything that sticks out about those two kids that we first met? Because none of us actually touched them or anything.
History check.
16.
16. Okay. At a glance, they didn't have. They didn't look like they were as fatigued as you'd imagine somebody stuck inside this building would have been. And taking a glance at them, you can see a lot of familiar features that were on their faces that do not appear to be on, or that match the portrait above the fireplace itself. Also, if you actually have the picture of our little ghost kids.
Show me ghost. Oh, they're ghost kids.
Yeah, you gave it out.
Sort of.
That's what I was kind of going towards.
They're at least related to the ghosts.
Yeah, they look creepy and pale.
Had we known they looked like that, I don't know if I would have offered help, to be honest.
Well, you said old curtains. Do they look flammable?
They look like they are made of material that can be set on fire.
You want to just burn this bitch down, Jumble?
No, I got a little idea here. I take one of the curtains and I wrap it around my greatsword as tightly as possible.
Okay.
We go fighting a ghost, I'm gonna shove a flaming sword up its ass.
Glad to have you back.
I didn't leave.
Yeah, you did.
Whatever. We can have the fucking in talk later. You guys can counsel each other on a fucking bench. We need to get the fuck out of here.
What you have began to notice, there appears to be, it's faint at the moment, but a light kind of smoke trail that does appear to be sort of trickling out from the opposite side of the hallway.
Better.
Well, I get out my hatchet first and kind of chop down the dead body.
Okay.
No sense in leaving him hanging.
Thud onto the floorboards below. No longer swings.
Yay, he's off the ground. Yay, so happy. Okay, next room. Let's go. Oh. Panic Puff just like,
Well, grab another curtain, put it over him, and light it with my torch.
Fair enough. You now have two rooms that have a fire source running in them.
Stay warm.
And you are beginning to make your way towards where?
The next room.
okay, so That was a double doors, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we have two other rooms we have not been to
A
yet.
singular door right next to those, the double doors that led into that room. As well as there appeared to be a smaller door next to the one leading into that room that you guys are headed towards.
Try the smaller room.
Okay. Giving it a quick pop open.
Investigate. One, so I'm not gonna say anything.
I would say it looks like a bathroom.
Okay.
You see tub, you see the sink, you see the small.
That's what I
stove.
was looking for.
That is in fact.
Hey, look, a bathroom. There you go, buddy.
If you want to trust a bathroom in this place,
Well, you might want
You
to
might
hit
get-
yourself before we die.
You can shoot yourself while you die. It's great.
Prefer to do outside.
Of course you would.
all right. So
I think you never learned how to go in a box.
We're gonna be in a fucking box. We don't figure this out.
My friend, the world is a box.
okay, next room.
Okay.
Let's do this.
I have any other rooms left that
Well,
don't
there
have
was
the
the regular
very.
single door, wasn't there?
Yes.
Mhm.
That we haven't gone to.
In fact, which appears to be. I'm on top of it.
So you're sitting on it. No wonder you can't find it.
Yeah. Appears to be a storage room. You see dusty shelves lining the walls, as well. A few of them seem to bear folded sheets, blankets, old bars of soap. So forth. Pretty narrow. Appears to be about 10 foot in depth, about 5 foot to either side of you.
I'm gonna look to see if there's anything worthwhile of taking, or even that might even help.
Same here. Investigation.
11.
14.
Because I'm getting my little grubby hands in there.
Okay. And who's going first?
I got 11.
11? Okay. Looking through, there does not be anything out of the ordinary beyond the sheets, the bars of soap, so on and so forth. It looks like this is kind of just a linen storage space. Though your attention is brought to, what looks like a broom that had been kind of pressed up to one of the corners, webbing sort of dangling off of it. As you notice, the broom itself begins to shift and sway before it raises from the ground, the web's pulled string off of it, before it flings itself straight towards Jeff here. First, when it flies straight towards you, you manage to sort of just like instincts, quick catch it, duck down, not expecting it to come back around for the second attack, as it may or may not have missed that first one. 5 points of bludgeoning damage. As a seemingly animated broom begins to terrorize this very narrow closet space. Okay, cool.
Roll for initiative.
Let's get initiative.
Now we're fighting a broom.
Now you're
15.
fighting a broom.
19.
7.
3.
Beautiful. Top line, jumble. As you hear kind of the light pained exhale from a broom handle at full force whacking the back of Jeff's head here, realize this thing is very alive and has very hostile intentions.
Oh, lovely. Broom handle. Well, I suppose I'll have to deal with the broom, because apparently you can't. Okay. Well,
Thanks.
make my way over, and well, I've still got the lantern in one hand and the hand axe in the other, so I'll chop at it with my hand axe.
Right, from where it is, I will say you will have to backpedal out of the room. It's only about 15 feet away from you, but it'll take the other 15 feet to get back because you can't end your space on top of each other.
Oh, well, I just want to be close enough to hit it.
Yeah, it's just very narrow. We can't squeeze a lot of
Oh,
people
okay.
in here. You currently have 5 foot width to work with. But you can absolutely step in there real quickly, kind of shimmy up with your companion, just try to get a good hit on it before.
Well, if we're talking him, then he can hide under me, technically.
Can you? You get your space? Fair enough. And he's up towards the front, so you can absolutely turn right next to him.
Okay,
We'll
so
have the JJ square.
21 to hit.
2'4".
21 to hit.
21 will absolutely hit.
And that's 7 slashing damage.
And I'm sorry, what were you using for this?
Hand axe.
Hand axe. You see this thing kind of flailing around towards the top of the room. Seems to be trying to triangulate its next victim. And as you bring your axe up and just hack up onto this top of it, some of the wood sort of carving off of it as the straw blocks off to the side. But it does still seem to be, it's kind of like waning a bit as it moves, but it's still floating about. Have your turn?
Yep, I moved and I hit, so.
Okay, then that will bring us to Malachi.
Alright, so did the broom get out of the closet?
Nope, the broom hasn't gotten a turn to move yet. So
It didn't flail out of the closet, okay.
nope. That being said, you are right next to it.
Okay, so,
Epic
but
throw down with the broom.
Jep's in front of me, right?
No, well, Jumbles.
Yeah.
Jumble is?
Both of them are.
Okay.
We're sharing space.
So I'm gonna reach into my overcoat and I'm gonna pull out a vial that's greenish in color.
Okay.
And I'm
That's
going,
all.
Broomstick.
and I'm going to hurl it at the broom.
Okay.
And that vial has acid, so I'm trying to cast my acid splash.
Okay.
13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Damn. Do it again.
Pull one out, throw it out there. It kind of quickly dips down as hits against the wall, begins sort of melting some of the
I'm gonna use
wood
my
away.
for my shit. Where did it go? Either way, I'm using my damn inspiration point.
I'll roll again.
Yes. Come on, be worth it. Yeah, never mind. 6 doesn't hit. All right, waste of an inspiration point.
Ah.
Oh, well. All right, that was my move.
Okay. In which case, that will then bring us to Jep.
Jeff is. Can I even pull stealth on the broom?
You can certainly try.
Doesn't exactly
Sharing
have
a space
eyes.
with Jumble, I'm gonna try crawl up on his back out of sight and then do a sneak attack from his shoulders.
Okay. We'll say at the moment it is 100% counted as flanked anyway, so sneak attack will be applicable. But if you want to go ahead and give me a stealth, we'll see.
14.
14? Okay. Then go ahead and make your attack.
Alright.
That's how fucking close I was.
Oh, that's not
No,
the same.
That was
Oh,
stealth. Yeah.
It's like, damn it.
That
You were
would be 21.
21? Yeah, that absolutely hits.
Alright, so that's 1d6 plus 1d4. 5 and 1, 6.
6? Okay. You quickly climb up onto Jumble's back, waiting for it. First, you see it kind of fly by real quick before it comes back down to try to swing toward Malachi. Malachi is able to kind of quickly shift out of the way as it just breezes past. And as it goes to fly right past Jumble once more, kind of bringing your hand axe up, it goes and it dodges around it, kind of buying just the right moment for you to hop up and catch it with one of your daggers, stabbing into it, kind of peeling some of the wood along the side of it. Most of the hay now kind of gives out from the edge of it as it looks like it's barely managing to fly straight as it's just sort of slamming into walls, smashing into shelves. It's just knocking linen all over the place.
Well, you make a very effective little flea.
Effective with one of these. Would you like me to drain some blood from you?
It's going to bring
Can we
us
just take
to-
care of this thing, please?
bring us to Starlink Sky.
Okay. I was in there too.
You are currently about 5 feet away from Malachi. I'd say the broom's at this point kind of hovering above Malachi, so you can move 5 feet and hit it effectively.
Okay. How close am I to like the sheets? Because I mean,
They're all underneath them, so again, that's 5 feet.
I'm gonna grab some
Okay.
of those.
And just to help understand, right now you're currently standing outside of this kind of linen closet, basically.
Okay.
That's only got 10 feet of space, meaning 2 people can fit in there, and your companions are making up to 2 feet. You clear that 5-foot gap, you're just outside the
So
closet.
these two are there. He's outside.
Everybody's in it.
in
You're
there
the
but
only
me.
one outside. Yep.
Dog pile.
Well, I don't want to go in there, but I was thinking about taking the sheet and then having somebody else hold it to get it out.
Oh, to try like butterfly at it?
Yeah.
Wow. Why didn't we think of that?
Honestly, I can jump up or get up to the ceiling,
Mhm.
drape it down, have somebody hold it, and have it come.
Could attempt it.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. So first, you can see some of the linen that hasn't been toppled over, that isn't now like getting entangled with your companions. You go to reach out and grab for it. I'd say first to get up top, go ahead and give me an acrobatics. You're trying to maneuver up on top of the shelves.
6.
23.
23. Okay, absolutely. And then if you want to give me a, this is going to be to hold it down. So we're going to go with a. As it will also try to contest this.
16,
With its immense strength, that is the third freaking nat one I've rolled in a row. Yeah, you got it. Is your advantage too? I won't say that'll be all of your actions, but you do have the thing held down and is currently rendered immobile for the time being. That being said, that's going to be your turn, as you effectively became the linen fly trap. As that will then bring it to its turn, as it gets another attempt to escape. This is its action. What'd you get to hold it down?
14.
14. It got a 13, so it is going to effectively remain held down for the turn, but it is going to try to give you a little whack in here. Does a 10 hit your AC? Probably not.
No.
Nope. Okay, you are not a wizard. Got it. In which case, it effectively misses. You've got this thing held down now as you're pinning down the linen. You can see it's like shuffling against it. Bits of hair like shooting out one side, but it can't seem to escape your trap here, bringing us back to Jumble.
Well, so it's just kind of flailing around in this sheet on the ground like
You
a.
wouldn't hurt a defenseless broom, would you?
Oh, this is just pathetic, and I
Let her that
Go
piece
over
of shit.
go over and try to stomp on it as hard as I can.
All right, want to go ahead and do an unarmed here?
Yep. Let's see. That's 21 to
That
hit.
hits. Go ahead and do our damage.
7 bludgeoning damage.
7 bludgeoning. All right. How would you like to finish off the broom?
Just a good hard stomp to really just snap it in half and finish this fiasco.
Okay, as you slam down, there's this loud kind of echoing snap as the broom is broken in half beneath the weight of your foot. The struggling on the sides of the sheet begin to give way as it begins to resist you no longer. The valiant heroes successfully slaying the dreaded broom.
The death throes of a fucking broom.
I don't feel like they want us to be their guest.
That's where we'll wrap things off for now.
We conquered a broom.
What'll leave
You
us
mean
off
to
on
tell
a
me?
high note.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me we spent all that fucking time walking around that godforsaken high house, and all we got was a motherfucking broom?
Yeah.
Broom fight, thank you.
Keep your motherfucking storytelling out my motherfucking game.
Oh my god.
Outstanding job, Liam.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
I think we know what every room is now.
You have a pretty.
I'm sorry.
We are really bad at that. What's in this one? I don't know. Let's look.
Sorry, guys. I was trying to hold it, but I really had to get shit. As I was walking out, I almost forgot about my mic. I was like, nope, we definitely.
Oh boy.
Yeah, people poop. Sorry.
No, trust me, you would have heard the big old boom.
I don't believe you.
It'd be like in Metal Gear Solid where you can hear a guy shit for some reason.
Yeah.
Solid.
Aw.
This is riveting conversation here.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Well, you guys have any words of wisdom?
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Sorry for that shitty ending. But we got more coming. Thanks again, Colin. Great tonight as well. You got a little teasers and what's coming up soon. I'm very excited.
Intentional or no.
Yeah.
And remember, kids, you don't have to quit doing drugs. You just have to do less drugs.
Also, remember, if you don't make your bed, you can use a linen to kill a broom.
Yes.
Scrap the broom.
Linen, effective weapon.
Life hack. But thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you in a couple weeks. Bye.
Bye.
Be excellent with each other.